Lu Yuan doesn't have a smart head, so suddenly he's working, but he seems to be thinking a lot. Lu Yuan took pictures of his chest, and I felt that the greater the power, the greater the responsibility. The hero should aim for life to save mankind and not betray his faith for the sake of power and fame. I have nothing to say. I'm not going to believe what you're saying. But you're doing a great job, considering your previous contribution. That's enough for a level D drug. What? That's level D, it's useless. You got a problem with that? It's a slow upgrade. Don't worry, you don't need it, I won't give it to you. This kid, he's afraid I'll take the drug and start drinking it. A teenager starts to smell this smell. It's beautiful, it tastes like ketchup, and I'm embarrassed to say that you must be wrong. And I quietly put 2 beads in his body. 2 beads slowly merged in my hand. And I put it directly into this teenager's body. The teenagers are curious and strange. Shouldn't I change? I'm serious. I'm sure you haven't fully adapted. You need to get used to it for a little while, and then you're at the adaptation stage. Lu Yuan is sweating all of a sudden. What are you doing, Godfather? I didn't answer. I was just holding my fist and punching him in the eye. I tempt you to bear with me, to be strong, Godfather, only to be hard on you. The boy's in pain trying to escape. He can't escape. And then, under the beautiful moon, a teenager screams in the open. At last, I beat the shit out of this guy, and I couldn't stop. And this young man has to thank me. With my reward, a teenager became a white dog warrior. Soon, the big white wolf's body shrunk and became a normal human being. I'm just saying, blue pills, you're still gonna have to look into the moods of those who used blue pills. You're gonna be safe. You're gonna have a new mission. You're gonna collect information about the fallen heroes. Does Godfather intend to expand to stop it? I don't give a shit. We can't be anybody. They can only be used as materials. Lu Yuan is full of shock, Godfather. Do you want to suck away their special abilities? I turned around and took off. Or where did you think you came from with the special powers? You do it well, and you're going to collect more material for your C-class special abilities. At a time like this, young people are full of faith, and they're about to get stronger. As soon as the picture turns, it's time to summon the Snow Maiden. Snow, do you prefer the look of a little girl or the look of a big sister? Isn't this the perfect place for Snow? I waved my arm, and there was a call line ahead. There was a light, there was a little girl, and she came running to me with that little leg, hoping I could hold her. Don't come over here. The little girl's in front of me. Shioksu, remember, it's time to exercise your abilities. You need to contact your master to fight. The little girl is serious, but Shioksu doesn't want to hurt the master. I'm embarrassed. You're too confident. You're only C-class. You can't hurt me. The little girl's pulling away quickly, Master. Shioksu is coming. I smiled and you attacked me. There's a lot of blue threads all of a sudden around the girls, and the air temperature is starting to fall fast. Suddenly, behind the young girl was a black crack, as if space had been torn apart. A strong toad jumped out of space. My skills are automatically activated. I've detected a D level, it's not a problem. Suddenly there was another white horse in the black crack. Oh, my god! Is this a unicorn? I'm nervous, Xiaoxu behind you. Two monsters rushing towards a defenseless girl. When the toad slaps me, I blow my Xiaoxu away. My heart is broken, and I'm very angry. Just as I was going to kill the two monsters, there was a white light. The light was like hundreds of millions of nuclear bombs detonated in front of you. This light is so sharp. A giant ice wall appeared in my eyes. My Xiaoxu looks like Daksu when it's all gone, because it's mature, because it's young. The women say, in cold blood are you here to die? In a moment, the temperature continued to fall, and the waves of the sea began to freeze. This toad came out of the ice. This toad keeps looking at Snow Girl and making strange noises. Snow's cold eyes, you monster. I'm shocked, too. Xiaoxu, you've grown up. Women's voices are softer. I took a look at the Snow Girl's body. Xiaoxu became beautiful when she was little, became more attractive when she grew up, and her skin became whiter. I'm starting to feel shy. A woman waved at her hand, and several ice picks flew towards these two monsters. What's wrong with poor Toads? He only likes beautiful women. I look at a toad frozen into ice. Is he dead? A woman shakes her head, almost. The toad jumps, his eyes are full of Xiaoxu, and I have no doubt that if it catches Xiaoxu, it's going to produce a bunch of little toads, or toads. I used my hand to match the position of the gun, set off the skill magma, and I was going to shoot a couple of holes in this toad. The first one, it's very dangerous, rubbing the toad's scalp over it. This toad is moving fast, it's very flexible, and I can't even hit it with a skill-based magma. Xiaoxu, you freeze him. The woman starts waving, and a few ice picks stick the toads on the ground. Poor toads are so miserable to see the two of us in love and tied to the ground, and I'm going to attack them with a pistol. Hit him while he's watching us love each other. My pistol was switched to a continuous firing pattern, and dozens of power arcs were fired at the toads. Dozens of bullets were shot in an instant, and there was a direct explosion, and the surrounding ice was blown to pieces. Look at me, I'll pay for it. I started ripping off the toad's skills. D-level skills, exercise, physical strength can grow through exercise, up to 5 times the size of the species limit. Snowy walked beside me slowly, master. It was only then that I noticed that there was a monster running away. The white horse ran away and disappeared. Snowy, and I looked around, and there was nothing around, except that the horse was far away. Snowy wrinkled her pretty eyebrow. She's headed for the city. I suddenly noticed the Snow Girl's abnormality. Snowy looks like she's fighting someone for control of the body. I'm worried about Xiaoxu. What's wrong with you? Don't call me Xiaoxu. My name is Nai Ling, not Xiaoxu. I nod. She suddenly grabbed my collar, and I had to be in front of you like I was gonna do something bad to me. Women's little lips are getting closer to me. It's about kissing me. And just as she was about to kiss me, she suddenly became a little girl again. I looked at the little girl as she stunned. In the meantime, I've just taken the initiative. I've just kissed. I touched the little girl's face. You're Xiaoxu, right? I don't think you're wrong about the look on your face, especially about the calf. But I seem to have missed a lot of things, and I'm sorry. Xiaoxu, you just got blown away. Don't you remember what happened? The girl shakes her head. I don't know. Aren't we practicing? I seem to understand something. Snowy has two personalities in combat and ordinary forms, and memories are not universal. I'm thinking, I'm touching the head of Xiaoxu, and I can't help being shy, and that's not the kind of happiness that everyone else can get. At the same time, two women fell in love with me. Master, what are you talking about? Shu is sleepy now. Xiaoxu has to go home. Goodbye, Master Xiaoxu will miss you. The Xiaoxu body is slowly integrated into the golden fragrance. The ice melted and turned into an ocean. The monster was still heading for a crowded place. There's a black shadow on the beach by the road. Lu Yuan just drove her bike around here. The teenagers were just looking around, watching the boys and girls making out on the beach. All of a sudden, his eyes started shaking, and there was a problem with the waves far away. Far away, a white horse running over the water, swinging the waves and running towards the shore. Li Yuan on the brakes. My God, is this the unicorn? He was worried to see a young man dying on the beach. Lu Yan, after a short period of thought, shouted, "You're going ashore, the monster is coming, and you're fucking playing." A few people whispered from a distance, but they didn't care, but they thought the kid was driving a running car to show off. But it's not only not stopping, it's screaming, it's starting to get impatient. Why is this guy so annoying? Isn't it amazing to drive a sports car? Wait, he's screaming. He says there's a monster behind you. Run. 4 people look back. They're all scared at this moment. But it's too late. The white horse has hit the shore, and the waves behind it are rolling. What are we going to do? Save them? What if I can't beat them? Forget it. I promised the boss, and the boss taught me that heroes are gonna save people in danger. The people who got caught in the water. I don't want to die like this. I'm struggling. At this time of crisis, you can show your true heart. Some people have a life crisis where they can betray their friends without hesitation, sell their friends, or even kill others. But some people go up against the water, others get hurt in time, even if they lose their lives. Some people would say it wasn't worth it, but it wasn't worth saving someone who didn't know how to repay it, and it wasn't worth saving someone who would get back at you, but it was saving, and it was mercy, but it could be the last time that the white horse jumped out of the water and bit off a fat guy's arm. The fat guy who just smiled at himself suddenly got bitten by a white horse in the air. All of a sudden, it scares the women to stay where they are. At this point, Lu Yuan came out of the water. "Come on down. I'll take you ashore." The woman stuttered and said the fat man was dragged to the sea. "Please help him. I'll save you and save him, or the monster will come and nobody will get away." The woman's body was so frank that she fell straight into the arms of Lu Yuan. Lu Yuan held a woman like this, and it was heavier than I thought, and Lu Yuan held a beautiful girl and went straight to shore. I don't know. There's a helicopter flying in the air behind me. The TV station got a call from the crowd, and there were monsters and waves on the coast of the port. Let's see what happens to the casualties. These two young men seem lucky enough to be out of harm's way. Look at that guy. He's a rich son of a bitch. He doesn't even want his life to fool around with a woman. This scene is live. A lot of people saw it, including his brother. As the picture turns, the dragon is still working on his body with perfect muscles, and how many teenage girls can be moved, and he doesn't know what his lovely brother is doing for a while. Not only are they qualified heroes, they are so diligent in their daily lives. They need exercise to reach their limits in order to keep their bodies in a state of combat at all times. And there's a constant competition within the alliance. The man just stopped. Wait. Look, there's a monster on the beach. Your brother's on the scene. You're wrong. That guy, he sees the monster, he's scared off. What's he doing there? He's familiar with that. He's going to die of surprise. How is that possible? The host said he was worried they'd be chased by a monster, and now he can only hope that the heroes will come quickly. Dragon's got a big mouth. What the hell is this guy doing? Get rid of that stupid woman before he can escape. It's too late now. The unicorn is about to catch up with Li Yuan. Kill him. But even so, the boy still hasn't given up on the girl in his arms. Lu Yuan stopped at the Chinese moment, looking at the two-story white horse. The two men in front of the screen already know the consequences, but one chooses to say it, one chooses not to believe it. The dragon's breath is starting to get messy. He's my cutest brother. Wait a minute, dragon, don't panic. Your brother's also a special ability holder in the mutation series. He was just a skinny boy who suddenly turned into a wolf, and the werewolves traveled back and forth between the waves. At this point, the dragon is in silence. Is this still his brother? When will his brother be able to change? Just as the waves were about to put two people on the beach, a black spot, passing through the ocean, hit the road, and the road was hit by a crack. The girl's mind is starting to move again. Lu Yuan, put up a pose and don't fall in love with me. I'm just a hero. It's hard for her to accept that she's just blushing and worshipping him. As soon as the picture turns, the big reef, the one that stands up, the one that's a little flat. I put the fat guy with the broken arm on the reef lightly and in time, or I'm afraid it's not going to come back. So the next thing you know, We're gonna have to solve a little bit of a problem, but this war seems to be more than I expected. The white horse ran wildly in the sea, the waves danced with it, the waves spread around, and behind him the larger waves were carried. He's like an animal who's lost his freedom. He's been free for a long time. He's rolling back and forth in the waves. Lu Yuan is very excited. It's his first fight. If only my godfather could look at me. A Lu Yuan raid grabs the rear leg of the white horse, hits him in the middle of it on his own playground. It's like a deep water bomb. The waves are spreading all around. And then he grabbed it in circles, and the white horse was so painful. He started to cry, and he heard that sound, and he was even more excited. At the end of the day, the white horse flies fast into the sky, representing freedom. There's a huge sound, hundreds of meters of water on the surface, and a huge wave is trying to spread around it. At this point, this young man doesn't have to see the monster to start running. But Lu Yuan is still too weak. A wolf who has just gained power doesn't know he can't underestimate his enemies on the battlefield. But don't worry, I'm here, and I'm very pleased to see Lu Yuan very happy. That's why the fat guy's gone. The girl told them about it. Fatso doesn't even know where it is. Men and women are scared. They're best friends. Look, that's the hero. He said he'd help me find the fat guy. The werewolves were patrolling the sea, and suddenly they felt a high volatility at their feet, and the werewolves, while swimming, didn't mean that they wouldn't drown. There was a great tremor on the surface of the sea, and the sea turned into a spiral, forming a vortex, vortexing the werewolf's legs, vortex, spinning to dozens of meters of sky. The unicorn seized the moment and was ready to kill the poor werewolf. The werewolf sensed that the great crisis was coming, and the subconscious lifted up his waist and avoided a fatal blow, except for a severe stab wound to his waist. The unicorn made a mistake in attacking him for the first time, feeling humiliated. He was angry and threw the werewolf hundreds of meters away. The body of Lu Yuan was smashed to the ground. It was as powerful as a small mortar shell. But the power of healing inside the werewolf's body is very strong. He's seriously wounded, but he can barely stand up. But he's seriously wounded. He can't fight anymore. He can't fight anymore. The dragon's got the latest jetpack on his back. We're leaving. We're going to rescue his brother. The jetpack is really advanced, it's fast. But even faster, it's gonna take a few minutes to get there. Lu Yuan won't last long. The unicorn obviously doesn't want to play with the prey. Lu Yuan's eyes are gray. This is the beach, but many heroes are in the city, and he knows he's dead this time. The unicorn dominates the ocean, forming a huge water roll with at least a few hundred tons of force in the attack. In the face of an attack, Lu Yuan stands on the beach like an ant. In a moment, the water tornado attacked a teenager who had no back, hand force, and was thrown into a giant washing machine. Although the werewolf swims, it doesn't mean it won't drown, and it knows the current, and it won't kill it for a while, but the unicorn will kill itself. At this hour of emergency, the rest of its light saw a giant pillar next to it, and it had its own most admired man on it, Boss.